Hey, Clayton. I'm 23 years old, and I've been wholesaling for the past year. Unfortunately, my mother passed away a couple months ago. But thanks to her hard work and dedication, she was able to pay off the property, and she owned it. And so we have a lot of equity. And my sister and I, we have it under our names, and we were thinking of getting a hard money loan to rehab the property slightly, to upgrade it, force appreciate it, and uh, cash out, refi, pay back the hard money loan, and then the rest I want to use it to invest in rental properties. My only concern is that I personally don't have good credit because when I was young, I made a lot of mistakes, and I used credit cards like every young adult you know does, and is irresponsible. So what could I do?
Okay, Emmanuel. Well, my heart goes out to you, first of all, on the loss of your mom. And my heart goes out to you on having to deal with all this debt as well, because I've been there, brother. I was there, $75,000 in debt after college and living off credit cards when I was young, starting out in the news business. I moved to Helena, Montana, and I was making, I think I was making about $510 a month. And I was stupid. And my rent was about like $475 a month. How was I going to live off of that? And then paying heating bills and then eating? It was ridiculous. So I was living off credit cards. And I went further into debt until, I moved from that reporter job. I was a reporter for CBS News. And then I moved to West Virginia and I was a news anchor for an NBC affiliate. And, I was making no money. You make no money. So I went into debt. I understand how this works. But I don't want you to get so hung up on credit, okay? As a thing that you tie your own self-worth to, okay? Because at the end of the day in real estate investing, a lot of the investors that I know that are now multimillionaires had terrible credit or they had no money, right? So what they did though, they had a deal. They had a good property. And that property, then the money finds you. The people come to you. Now you have mentioned a hard money loan. I'm a little dubious of hard money loans. I mean, look, a lot of times hard money loans can have very high interest rates with points as well. So 12% interest, plus we're going to give you 1 point and you have to pay it back within 6 months. Under which case, if we don't pay it back in 6 months, then the interest rate goes to ridiculous. So just be very careful about hard money loans. That's one bit of advice. My second piece of advice is if you've got good credit or if you've got good equity in this house right now, what are you waiting on? So could you right now, before we even see a bigger downturn in the market come 2023, again, real estate investors are going to be fine if they're investing in proper areas as a hedge against inflation. But we're going to see inflation going hotter, and we're going to see people losing their jobs in a big way. The data is pointing to massive layoffs in 2023. As all these companies overhired, they had all this extra money. Now stuff is sitting on store shelves. Consumers aren't buying as much. And so therefore, these companies are going to be a lot of retail are going to be letting people off the hook and laying people off in a big way come this next year. So be prepared for that. So we're in a market right now, which there's an opportunity for you to perhaps sell this house now. If that's what you want to do, look at what you could do with this equity now before you then take out a loan to make some improvements on the property, then to try to sell it in 6-7 months. Just be very cautious. A lot can happen in a few months in real estate. And I'm telling you, the data is suggesting, and this isn't me saying this, there was a story just this week, I think 50% of employers in a new Pew Research study this past week said that they plan to lay off people in a big way over the next few months. So after Christmas, after that hiring spree for all the seasonal jobs goes away, look for February and March. I'm telling you, this is what the data is showing. And this is what the surveys and research is showing right now. So you're going to take out a hard money loan to then renovate a property and then hope to sell it for more and then pay back a hard money loan, but it's already all paid off. So you have this piece of property right now, this equity that you could leverage. Number one, if you wanted to sell it, you could use this leverage, this money, and buy multiple rental properties. That's one thing that you could do. The other thing that you could do is rent it out. Is it in a good market? Is it in a good rental market where just cleaning it up a little bit, would actually yield a great rental value? Now you've got this paid off property that you can rent out. Forget about a whole makeover on the property. I'm just very cautious about throwing money at a house like this. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I would need to see more data here, Emmanuel. But my gut is either you don't want it, then just see what you can get for it now and roll that money that you get from the sale into some smarter investments that are going to yield cash flow right now. Okay. And if you want, book a call with our team. Our team will talk to you for free. We're happy to jump on the phone with you for 30 minutes and just talk through this process with you. I mean, our team is fantastic. We'll look at all angles of this and we'll help you out. And don't let your credit score be a bother here. Okay. We can come up with all sorts of creative ways to kind of point you in the right direction with this. Okay. So Emmanuel, just book a call with our team. Just go to our website, morrisinvest.com, and then click on the book a call button. And then a little calendar will pop up and you pick the best time that suits you. And then we'll call you at that time. But just please make sure you put in the right phone number and the correct email address so we can call you at that right time. So again, that's my suggestion is, I wouldn't be wanting to sink more money into this property if I didn't need to, but also, book a call with our team because we can kind of help you through some of your credit issues and point you in the right direction on all of this. That's my gift to you. Totally free, by the way, totally free. And it's free for anyone who wants to book a call with our team, learn more about real estate investing and maybe how we can help you and point you in the right direction. So again, go to our website, morrisinvest.com. And if you want to leave us a voicemail question while you're there, there's a microphone icon on the right-hand side of the screen. Click that and leave us a 30-second voicemail, and we will answer it here on this show. Now, I don't want you to be scared about what's going to happen in this economy, okay? Because again, as real estate investors, I've been warning you for years, right? Government currency is never a good investment. So if you've got your money in a 401k, you've got your money tied to the US dollar in some way, I've been warning you for years that it's not a smart investment. Every government currency in world history has collapsed, and so too will the US dollar. It's $30 trillion in debt. It's not tied to anything but debt. The US dollar is not tied to gold. It's tied to debt, okay? And so think about things that have lasted for thousands of years, have survived famines, have survived all manner of collapses. Real estate, okay? Real estate, real estate, real estate. So be smart. Make sure your money is working for you and protect your family. I believe real estate investing is the number one way to build wealth and to protect your wealth. We'll see you next time, everyone.